Good morning, everybody. Thursday at 8:54. Oh my God, I forgot my Apple Watch. Today's vlog is brought to you by my time, a little bit of Leia's frustration, and just, you know, having fun, but still need you to get the word out. So I'd love it if you could give me a thumbs up on this one and share it around and let everybody know what we're doing over here. And that would mean a lot to me. So without further ado, today is the question of the day roundup, let's call it. Question of the day roundup. For the last week or so, I'm gonna go through each day. I'm gonna point out my favorite question of the days and honor those who spoke it. If you have a YouTube channel, I'll pimp your YouTube channel and make sure everybody goes over and checks out your wisdom in video format, not just comment format. So yeah, let's get started. Question of the day. Hey guys, so question of the day roundup. What is the question of the day roundup? Well, you guys do such a really good job of providing me answers to questions that I ask, sometimes mostly on a daily basis, that I figured I'd sit down once a week. It'll be the Friday show, the Friday vlog, where I talk about what I think the best answers are. Hopefully giving you guys some acknowledgement, acknowledging some of the cool ideas that you guys think of, and telling other people to go check out your channels in the case of those who have their own channels. So without further ado, let's dive right in. One of my first videos was talking about the DIY first aid kit, and we had Woodcrafter's Apprentice here. He came back with a really, really cool little list of things that everybody should put in a first aid kit. And I think it's really important that everybody sees this. If you're watching this right now, you know, take a copy of what he did. This is, you know, just take a screenshot and write it down, or I'll try and put that in the description, the link to the video, or even just copy and paste it if I can do that. Basically, I'll just run through the list really quickly. He's saying you need gloves, and he says lots and very important for body substance isolation. So take his words for it. If you've got a space where you can put a lot of gloves, shove a lot of gloves in. Benadryl. And then exactly what I said, adults is fine. If it's a child, just give them half a pill. Non-stick pads, 2x2 and 4x4X gauze pads, rolled gauze will do fine. Fabric band-aids or assorted sizes, eye drops or a big bottle of cheap contact solution for eye wash if you get something in your eyes. Eye pads, lots and lots of medical tape for holding gauze in place, sports tape, gymnastic tape, tweezers, forceps, clamps, and other surgical tools, ibuprofen, Advil, etc. Anyway, awesome. Great comment, and that's exactly what I wanted to see. So thank you so much for Woodcrafter's Apprentice, and go check him out. So I did a no talking vlog, largely because I had a really bad sore throat earlier this week, and I basically blew up the backyard fireplace thing that we've got, the fire pit, with a flare gun. I poured gasoline all over it and blew it all up. And I asked, what's the weirdest way you've ever started a fire? Calvin said, I worked in a place that had a massive brush pile, and that I was in charge of burning, which is hilarious that, you know, I know that there are parts of the country that still do that. I'm not saying it's bad or good. I'm just saying that is so far removed from my lifestyle. We don't burn trash. We don't burn anything here, just because if you drop a match in California, it'll burn down half the state. Yeah, we can't even have fireplaces anymore on new construction in California. I lit the sides of the pile, but I felt I should start the center of it on fire. I made a Molotov cocktail with diesel and a shop rag. Worked like a charm. Exactly. Very, very cool. So, the minimum wage video. Okay. When I made that minimum wage video, I was asking for anybody's opinion on where things might be going industry-wise. On kiosks are one thing, right? Like, just ordering on a kiosk is one thing. But there's got to be something else. There's got to be some nuances that we're bringing to the table. What is these special nuances that we're going to do? And I think Mike Smith nailed it. And he was saying that they're going to bring in kiosks as part of a program for people to create more customization. Because a lot of people feel kind of apprehensive when it comes to asking for specific things that they want in a burger or some part of the order. So I think this is really smart. And all of that's done in software. A kiosk is a kiosk, but the software is what's going to flesh out a lot of these customizations. So that's really cool. I think that is probably... And also, Taco Bell pushing their mobile app, Starbucks pushing their mobile app. People are going mobile, and I think that's only going to become more prevalent as time goes on. Almost such to the point that you may not be able to order anymore without a mobile app. Would that be crazy? For the Remembering the Dead video, this is just I'm just tooting my own horn here. Geek Geifel said, I respect you greatly for your respecting the beliefs of others. I know many atheists that spend their days putting others down for what they believe. Yeah, so I get nothing out of alienating my family, right? Or even alienating strangers. Like, it doesn't help anything. I believe that I have socially very divergent beliefs when it comes to things like theology. I appreciate that. I'm not saying that I don't want people to think the way I do, but at the same time, I'm not going to like track you down and make you do it. I just have more things to do with my time every day than go mess with people that way. Seems just like a huge waste of time. So my grandma's cat video, where grandma's cat was in the fireplace, I asked, what did you guys do for Mother's Day? Salty shellback. You went horseback riding and grilled chicken for dinner. So that's cool. I don't know how often you go horseback riding. We don't go horseback riding here very often. You have to go to like either know someone with horses, have a horse your own that you stable, which is just stupid expensive, or you got to go on one of those little tours, and the tours are kind of kind of chintzy in some cases. Okay, so I made a video on ending these stupid laws, talking about mala prohibita laws and how I am not a fan. If you'd like to hear me go off on a little tirade of that, go look at yesterday's live stream, which is going to be Thursday live Q&A random talk before the first question of the day roundup. Go check that out. But the top comment, and it goes back to Mike Smith, so way to go, Mike Smith. Oh, you know what? Let's see if I can... There we go. So one time I bought a pistol online. It was a Phoenix Arms 22. Really quick, I gotta say, I had this pistol. Not a great pistol. And it is made of pot metal, which is very important. And you'll know why soon. And it was supposed to be uber safe because it was from California and it had dozens of safeties built into it. I just wanted a cheap 22 pistol to play around with. So he goes on further to say that my FFL told me that it wasn't legal in Illinois because of our melt law. I'd never heard of that, so I had to go back and look it up. He was correct, and I don't fault him for what he did. I do fault our state government for being dominated by Chicago, and the problems that city faces wind up shaping how the rest of the state is run too. Anyhow, that's my favorite. And so basically what he's saying is that they have a law that if your gun can be melted by like a certain temperature heat, that you can't sell it because it's a cheap gun, like a Saturday Night Special. And they're right that there are guns that at a certain level, I think High Point, right? The Raven Arms is an example. Yeah, they melt. So, okay, fun. But totally ridiculous law. So ending background checks. It's my first leg on the disarming anti-gun arguments that I'm doing privately, or just me talking to the camera and talking through the points that I'm going to be covering in the book in greater detail. But I wanted to use P226 comment because the question that I asked was, what were your favorite way of disciplining your child? And he came back with probably one of my greatest fears, because Ben is so willful and he's the child of Leia and I that it is likely that he will be like this. And he said, I was impossible to punish as a kid. I'd sit and stare into my parents' eyes defiantly until they agreed to end my punishment. I had all day. What was it? Where did it go? I had all day. Lol. That, and I was a negotiator. I negotiate my punishment like a lawyer does a plea deal. Scary. Okay, so the last one. Name my drone. We had lots of really, really good comments. I liked Corpsalot's HLS Surveillance, Bullet Bait, Tinfoil Hat Salesman. Bearded Black Man Darren was really, really funny, and I know that's not the recommendation. Hilarious, though. I almost wanted to go Bearded Black Man Darren for the name of the drone just for that reason, because that was very funny. But I do have a winner, and the winner is Hoshnasi. I thought that was perfect. Brian Edwards, you came up with that, I believe, before I posted the video, and you posted it on Facebook. So, Brian, you win. If you don't see this on YouTube, I'll send it to you on Facebook. Very, very good. That was hilarious. And I have an honorable mention here the Droney McDrone face. I didn't realize the background story for Droney McDrone face. I didn't know that it was like a thing that people were asked to chime in with some name for a research vessel, that like millions and millions of dollar research vessel, it's the vessel, you see, the vessel, and that people came back in unison with Droney McDrone face. That is very funny. But if I did that, then I'd look cheesy, like I was just ripping off of something that other people had done. So I won't be doing that. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being involved with the questions of the day, being involved with the channel, being involved with everything I do here on YouTube. It means a lot to me. If you're not already, go check out Facebook, because I do post things there that I don't post here. I have a couple of rants that are kind of popular, that are kind of making their way around, that I think are pretty good, and I'd love your opinion. So if you could, hop on over to Facebook, it's Hoshnasi, of course, and check it out. Let me know what you think. Okay, so with that said, that's it. So Friday show. I may do a live show on Thursday leading up to the Friday show, and then you can see this in your wonderful little faces on Friday morning. Today, for those of you that are seeing this. All right, guys. Take it easy. I'll talk to you later.
Senseless loss.
Holy crap, that's close.
Yeah.
It's coming right for us! We've come to the end of the video, and this is what we call a trailer. It's where I ask you, if you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see my day-to-day vlogs, hit subscribe. And if you want, I've got a whole playlist with over 700 videos just talking about stuff that you just watched. So if you enjoy all of that, go check that out too. I really appreciate you coming. Comment below. I engage with everybody, and thanks a lot.